Good morning. It's Wednesday, July 29. The diarrhea parasite is on the run, pun intended. It has spread to 31 states. We now have 2,640 cases, and 44 of them have been hospitalized. I don't believe any of them have died. The major cause of hospitalization has been dehydration. Heating to 158 degrees kills the parasite, but it's mostly in fruits and vegetables. We don't eat those. It's suspected to be in fresh fruits and vegetables, but also one can get it from community pools. If it lives in feces, I guess someone's pooping in the pool. Maybe that happens. Washing fruits and vegetables does not get rid of all the parasite. I understand they are treating with an antibiotic now. They recommend going to your doctor if you get diarrhea. They call this explosive diarrhea. That's the only kind I've ever had, so I don't know what they're talking about. Evidently, we have plenty of oil to refine to make gasoline, but the kind of oil needed to make diesel, we do not have enough of. Russia has had some of its diesel refineries attacked, and now Saudi Arabia has diesel refineries on fire. We've closed some of our diesel refineries, at least in California. They're saying that we should see rises in diesel prices fairly quickly, possibly even rationing before too long. This will affect the entire supply chain in America, as transportation is diesel, farm equipment is diesel, trains are diesel electric. It seems to me we need to all be prepared for rising prices of everything in the near future. The deployment of a large wave of American air power heading toward the Middle East includes F-22 Raptors, F-16 Fighting Falcons, E-3 Century radar planes, and U-2 Dragon Lady spy planes. Approximately 3,000 additional troops have been deployed, officials said. With the U.S. force in the region now exceeding 60,000, according to military figures provided to Congress, it's said that Trump is considering ground forces in the near future if negotiations do not work out. Tuesday marked 5 months of the war. The administration relies on Article 2 powers, arguing the president has inherent constitutional authority to use military force to defend the nation and protect U.S. interests without prior legislative consent. I always thought Congress had to approve wars. They seem to be sitting down on this one. Well, I guess they did on Vietnam too. I don't know. Legal issues. I wouldn't mind if you subscribed or push the like button. That'd be great. More than 12,000 pounds of bacon recalled after USDA issues a Class 1 recall. Its most serious category of recalls. The not ready-to-eat bacon, which is sold in 3 states, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington, is produced by Maple Leaf Foods. I understand it just didn't get inspected crossing the border or something. They didn't really find anything wrong with it. But there may be, because they haven't inspected it. So I'm sure my audience do not have school-age children, but they might have grandchildren, and it's almost back to school time. Take a close look at any blanket medical consent forms. Don't unknowingly authorize medical consultations, vaccinations, diagnosis, or other treatment without your knowledge and consent. Remember, no shots, no school is a myth. Every state allows medical exemptions, and most allow religious exemptions. These schools are convincing our children to change their sex. You can't trust them with your child's medical. Be sure you read everything in these schools. I wouldn't trust public schools if I were you. Now let's check in and see how socialism is doing in Chicago. Save-A-Lot food stores are closing up even after $13 million of taxpayer assistance. I understand if you look up this grocery store chain, Save a Lot, online, you'll find a bunch of TikTok videos of people stealing groceries. Nobody's admitting why these stores are closing. I guess they closed 5 of them in the neighborhood. The stores are admitting that they're closing because of finances. And it's obvious to me that they can't put up with the theft. I understand they work on a small margin. They just sell so many groceries that they make a lot of money. But working on a small margin, if they experience a lot of theft, they can't stay in business. The socialist playbook is clear. Government fails to maintain order. They call that defund police. Then private industry leaves. Then the government attempts to replace the private sector with taxpayer-funded enterprises, spend more money, then rinse and repeat. That's what's happening in Chicago. We're going to see that in New York, too. On Tuesday, Japan experienced its worst earthquake at a magnitude of 7.1. Bullet train service was halted, and 48,300 homes lost power. 3,600 troops were dispatched to help with rescue work. God bless the Japanese people. Okay, that's it for the news today. Hope everybody has a wonderful day today. Hump day, middle of the week. This will affect the entire supply chain. This will affect the entire supply chain in America as transportation